Hey guys, Dude here, and today, as you can see, I am playing some more Grow a Garden in Roblox, and of course, I have returned to this game as I do every single time. This is my current garden as of recording and uploading this video. Of course, as you can see, it is truthfully, I don't know, I mean, I definitely think it could be better. Of course, I do have the more basic fruits and vegetables and flowers, whatever there could possibly be in the front. So, of course, the better ones are in the back. Let me just collect some of these just to fill up my inventory. I might as well. So, of course, now I will go to the back, to the corners, as I call them. I mean, okay, they are basically corners, but these are, like, very good corners. Let me just tell you guys that much. They have pretty good, honestly, very good fruits, vegetables, flowers, whatever these things are, like Poseidon plant. Honestly, I don't know what that would honestly be, like a fruit maybe. Why is it showing me other people's fruits and vegetables and flowers, plants, whatever? Like, why is it showing me that? Like, I don't care. I'm not trying to collect someone else's. It's not even worth that much. Come on, 4 billion cents. That's nothing. I have over 15 trillion cents in this game, which also isn't a lot because, yeah, other people have a lot more than me, but I still have a decent amount. Did I collect that seed that was here, or did it just disappear? I mean, I honestly don't care. I'm pretty sure it was only a strawberry seed anyway, or not strawberry, carrot. I actually don't understand what this game's problem is. Why is it telling me? It's literally prompting me to collect someone else's stuff when I literally do not care. Like, I just don't. Why is it making... Okay, this is so annoying. First of all, it's nowhere near me. Okay, it's the big one. That's probably why. It still doesn't matter. Like, I don't actually care. It's so far away from me. Why is the game prompting me to collect it? It's so annoying. This shouldn't even be part of the game. No one cares. I'm not trying to collect someone else's stuff. I'm trying to collect my own, of course, which most of the actual good stuff I have collected. Well, it depends, because there's also this corner, which has so many good things. At least I consider them decent, you know. I mean, I'm sure they're not the best, but, like, let's see. Canary melon, pretty good, of course. This corner also has the beanstalk and some other things. Like the apples. What are these called? The sugar apples. That's what they're called. Okay, yeah, of course. I'm pretty sure they're worth a decent amount. Okay, that is so annoying. I'm done with this corner. I don't know why this game is so bad like that. Why does it prompt you to buy some... Look at how far I am. And it prompts you. It's literally, they're just so greedy. Like, people probably click on accident and they buy it, and it's just Robux is spent and sent to this game. That's so greedy. Why can I... That is so far away. I'm not even anywhere near... Okay, first of all, not even my garden. Second of all, I'm not even close to it. Like, that plant is so far away from me. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's so annoying. Whatever. Let me just go sell my stuff. It should hopefully sell for at least a decent amount. Also, on the top right of the screen, of course, okay, 23 million cents. That's a decent amount. Not a lot, but definitely better than nothing overall. Especially just from my garden. But this thing, the birthday for Elois, or however you pronounce this NPC's name, is the 1st of January. I don't think it was the 1st of January before in my previous episode, which it also displayed this. I don't know if the date just changes randomly or something. But yeah, let me see. Garden level 7. Okay, that's good. 18 likes. Alright, not the best, but definitely not the worst. So let me go check the pet eggs, because there could be, maybe, some good pet eggs, specifically ones that I have never gotten before, which there are a few, I think. I don't know if I've ever gotten the mythical egg. I know I got the rare egg. I remember this legendary egg, maybe 2. I honestly forgot. I know I got like a few bug eggs, like at least 2, which is crazy, because the rarity is literally divine, yet I don't think I've ever gotten a mythical egg in this game. But of course, uncommon egg. You know what? I might as well. I don't know, because I don't get these a lot. Normally, it's always just the common egg, and honestly, nothing else, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Gear, I don't care about this. I never buy that stuff normally at all, of course. Decorations, which I did figure out, I think it was last episode. What is this? Is that a decoration? That's funny. What is that? But yeah, I did figure out that if you go to this Ascension guy, I think he's still there. There's no way he isn't. He must be like a permanent part of the game, or like a long-lasting part. Yeah, there it is, like an Ascension guy. You could say Rebirth, which I know before I said I dislike rebirths, and I do, truthfully. I hate rebirths, I hate resetting in Roblox games, and in general, like, if you're progressing, then what's the point of resetting? Even if you get better, it's only slightly better that you become. But I did see, of course, that the upgrades are decent, you could say, but of course, I don't know. The shop, I think it doesn't ever reset. It shouldn't reset, honestly. These look like the same exact things that were here before. They better be. The shop better not reset. There's no reason for this shop to ever change. If anything, they should only add on to this shop. And I would say the most useful thing would be probably the plant inventory capacity upgrade, even though it's only 10 additional slots for your plant inventory in this game, and of course that is overall not a lot compared to the actual price, which is literally 20 of these coins, whatever they're called, I think garden coins, which is pretty crazy because for one rebirth or ascension you only get 10, I'm pretty sure. So let me do I want to ascend, and then of course, so I could do it. I think I might actually ascend. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but clearly if it's part of the game, it can't be that bad, it can't be that negative. You get something even though it's barely anything out of it. At least you get something in the first place, but of course, why wouldn't you get anything? So of course, ascension requirements, 15 trillion cents is what I have in this game, or whatever the currency is called, but of course 1 trillion cents is required, or whatever the currency is called, and these are the ascension requirements. I think I might actually just ascend. I don't know. I think the only thing that resets is your currency amount in this game. That is the only thing that should reset. Okay, Garden Ascension, are you sure you want to ascend? I don't know, I'll see. You will get 10 garden coins but lose all your shekels. That's depressing. And then, of course, Ascension requirements. I don't know, I might as well do it. I mean, there's no way I'm ever going to spend this 15 trillion cents in the game. Or, I don't know, this is just a way for them to take all your money. But, I don't know, I wonder, I mean, I might as well do it, I guess. It's part of the game. But, I wonder if the requirement increases each time you do it. And, you know what, I might as well ascend. Alright, there we go. 10 garden coins. I don't even know if that was worth it. Alright, 100 cents. So it's not all my shekels that are gone. I do start with 100. Let me check. I want to ascend again. Now, there we go. I think this is... Wait, is this more? No, wait a minute. It's, okay, 100, 100,000, 100 million, 100 billion. It's still only 1 trillion shekels in this game. Only 1 trillion shekels. So it's literally the same exact. I'm not sure if this is like a requirement to have this pine cone, the giant pine cone, just to ascend, or if this is like a reward you get for this. I have no idea, but you get the same amount of garden coins, same amount is required, so that's very interesting. Of course, next ascension, so it does have a cooldown, you could say, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but let me check the shop over here because it is pretty interesting. And of course, alright, so this is it. Of course, same exact thing. I don't think it'll ever change. Hopefully it won't, but of course, as I said before, if it were to change, then they should only add on to this, add some extra stuff or more stuff in general, like more fences. And honestly, other than that, I don't know what they could possibly add, because the rest of this stuff is good, although it is very expensive in my opinion. And in the truth, let's be honest, come on, 50 for a safe slot? I don't care about safe slots, but I don't know, some other people probably clearly do if it exists and if it's here, so I don't really know. Maybe fences, honestly, because I can't afford anything. I don't even know if I want to wait for the, what is it called? The, what is it? Plant inventory capacity upgrade, because it's only unlocking 10 additional slots for my plant inventory, so that's not a lot more. Not only that, but it's also 20 of the coins instead of 10. And then, of course, there is... I mean, everything else is decent enough, you could say. Although this is interesting, that's also pretty expensive just for one more additional egg slot for your farm. That's expensive for only one more. And then, of course, there are limits as to how many things you can upgrade. So this you can only upgrade 1 time, this 5 times, this 5 times, this 5 times, this 5 times. And then, of course, these ones because you buy them. These are the fences. But I don't really care about fences. I don't know. I guess... Or I know I might just honestly upgrade my cosmetic inventory capacity because I've wanted this for quite some time and I might as well. Okay, I upgraded it. Here we go. Let me check again just in case. I don't think it'll change though. I still think. And no. Yeah, okay, there it is. It still costs the same amount. I just upgraded it once. Of course, 1 upgrade was used and bought, so I can get 4 more total in this game as of recording and uploading this video if they do change it. Like, I don't know, maybe you're able to buy more later on. If they do update it, maybe it'll be 10. I don't know why it would be, though. That would be a good amount more decorations, which is, of course, not a bad thing. So this is literally, yo, wait, you can't be serious. This was only for your inventory? Why is it not placed items? Oh, that sucks. Alright, you know what, whatever. I still have decent plants in my garden. I could probably earn at least some of the money back. Maybe not the multiple trillion, it depends, but at least I ascended in the first place. I don't know. Let's see. So 10 additional slots. Oh yeah, cosmetic inventory. All right, that is pretty annoying. It should also be that you unlock how many you can place down. All right, whatever. You know what? It is the cheapest one. At least I bought it in the first place. So there's literally no reason at all to buy it next time if I do ascend again, which I might honestly. 1 trillion isn't too bad of a ascension requirement, although it could be lower, but at the same time it's good that it's not higher. So yeah, I got no achievement for it. Okay, I'm not trading. I have nothing to trade to you, and you know, but I think now at this point, look, at least it's more of a challenge now because I don't have the 15 trillion cents anymore. The ascension is interesting, pretty expensive honestly, because okay, I don't want to trade with you. Like no one wants to trade with you. Just leave, bruh. What is this person doing? But yeah, no money, literally 100 cents, which I mean, okay, it is not no money. It's still something, but I can barely afford anything in this game. I mean, now, but of course, if I do sell my stuff, I'll be able to probably afford literally everything there is. So let me just go. Okay, I don't want to trade. I don't know why some of these players in this game are just, like, do you just not understand? But whatever. I think if I just get one of the more expensive items in my garden, like, I have no idea, but, okay, that is annoying. I don't want to collect their stuff. Okay, this might be expensive. Let's see. Hopefully, like 100 million would be nice. Maybe not. I don't know. I didn't even pay attention to the prices of most of my things in my garden before. Now I probably will have to because I don't have a lot of money left. Only 100 cents in the game, or whatever the currency is called, which is not a lot. Okay, 1.2 million cents in the game. Not a lot, but definitely better than nothing. Better than what I started off with, because everyone starts off with 100 cents, I think. So that's why, of course, I did have 100 cents. What is this? Fairy World? Yo, this is interesting. I went into the fairy world. All right, that's cool. So I ascended, which is also interesting. And, of course, fairy world. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Who are you? Let's, the luminous sprite. Okay, this is the NPC that we're talking about. That's good. I honestly don't care. I just want rewards from this event. Alright, so I think I would have to do something for this NPC. I don't really care, though. Just give me rewards. It's not that hard. This event could be a bit easier. I don't know. It's just, it's pretty confusing if you want me to be honest. It could be less confusing, but what are you selling? This is a shop. 50 fairies. Are you crazy? I don't know if that's a lot, but it must not be if that's like the bare minimum just to get the shop. Fairy jar as well. Why is this event so complicated and confusing? Why is there so many parts to it? Like, it's not that deep. Claim reward. Okay, I thought I had to craft something, but apparently not. I just collect the things. But is this a fairy? What are you selling? Who are you, I guess? But alright, I don't care. Elder Wisp Architect. You shape the fairy world. Okay, can you just, like, show me your shop? Like, why is this game? This game doesn't have to have this many things in it. Just give me good rewards. Also, 90 fairies to get, which is quite a lot. Almost double of what is required there. Of course, seeds. Yo, you better not require me to catch fairies. That would be so annoying and insane. Okay, why does it take that long? Elder Wisp Gardener. Cool. Okay, let me see your shop. I don't care. Come on. Here we go. What are you selling? And, are you serious? Still fairies required to be caught? What is this? Yo, what is this game doing? What are these, some sort of pets? Alright, that's weird. I don't know. They need to make this event less confusing and less, I mean, it's not really weird, I guess it's an event, but why do I see no fairies? Am I supposed to do it like this? Are you serious? Only one fairy jar? Then how am I supposed to get, like, 50? How am I even supposed to get 10? That was the only one, and there are no more fairies left until, or unless I have to, like, I don't know, do parkour? What is this game about? Why are you staring at me? Do these fairies stare at you? Alright, that's weird. I don't know. But, of course, another player. Alright, I'm sure they're just as confused as I am. This is so annoying. Okay, so these are cosmetics. I just noticed. And then, of course, seeds here. I did notice that before. This is pets. Your farm. Okay, well, at least I know where this is. But, I'm not even, I might as well, I guess, ask who are you, but I really don't care. Elder Wisp Caretaker, cool. I truthfully do not care. I just clicked it just because. What are you selling, though, truthfully? If anything, that's the most important part. That's cool, that I basically cannot get these rewards because I have to catch fairies, and there are literally none anywhere to be seen. Can I just catch the NPCs? Like, come on. Okay, wait, I have one fairy jar. Submit all fairy... You cannot be for real. Only 1 out of 100? That is sad. So one fairy is one fairy jar, or 1 point here, whatever unit this is. I guess, yeah, fairy jar submitted. 1 out of 100? Are you serious? That is so difficult. And I don't even know if this saves over servers, but... And it uses a fairy net? Are you serious? What is this game doing with this event? That is so annoying. What? Not even a lot of fairies spawn. Unless they do, but the other player was, of course, getting them all, which I wouldn't be surprised about. Good for them, I guess. Alright, then I didn't even get to turn it in. This is the weirdest event in, like, a pretty bad way, if you want me to be honest. Why is it so confusing? And there's just so much stuff. Not only that, but it's also timed, which is whatever. A lot of things in this game with specific events are timed, like the server-wide events or whatever happens, but this is just crazy. Not only is it confusing, I mean, I guess it's not that confusing because I do know what to do, but it's just so much stuff to do, and it seems pretty difficult, and there's no way that the rewards are that good that it's worth it to, like, collect not even 90, but 50 fairies for one of the things, like the shops, I think it was. That is absolutely insane. Like, what? I'm not trying to do all that for rewards that are probably not that good. And I already got a fairy egg, or whatever the egg is called in this event, which I got a ladybug from, which is the most basic one. So I don't even know, but I guess this is a lot easier, although it does depend what the fountain says and displays that it needs. Of course, I do need an orange tulip, it said, or something. One of the flower, of course, not in stock. I'm not surprised, and literally nothing good in shop. But even if there was something very good, I don't even know if I'd be able to afford it. That's why I need to go back to my garden and start collecting some of my rarer stuff, of course, as always. Although it did not regrow yet. Mangosteens, Poseidon plants. Okay, this game is just annoying with that. This makes no sense. It's so illogical and irrational how it literally prompts me to take someone else's thing. Not only is it theirs, so I literally do not care, but it's pretty far away as well. Like, this game is just so greedy with this tactic. But whatever, I guess. And I know, actually. So, let me see. What is the one I can claim? Here we go. How much? Alright, 200 XP. Not the worst, but definitely not the best. I think the least you can get is like 100 XP, which is definitely not a lot, of course, compared to other amounts. I might as well just spam collect my coconuts, and of course, then I will be good. Sell them all, see how much I get. Maybe a lot, maybe not. Now I will, of course, have to pay attention to how much money I get each time, because I don't have a lot to begin with. Only, like, what, 1.2 million cents in the game. Barely anything compared to the 15 trillion that I had before, which is absolutely crazy good. But, of course, not anymore, which does suck. So let me just collect all of my coconuts, because I did ascend in this game. And I went to, like, the fairy world, or whatever it's called. It said, like, fairy ring? I don't even know. I forgot. But fairy world, some sort of thing. Type of thing. It's very interesting. Of course, that rhymes, and it is true. Alright, when is my inventory going to fill up all the way? There we go. That's what I was waiting for and wanting. Here we go. Sell my entire inventory. How much? How much? 2.5 million cents. Alright, so I over doubled my money in this game. 3.7 million cents in the game, or whatever the currency is called, is honestly a decent amount. Of course, it's my garden, so it's not the best, and also, I literally ascended when having 15 trillion cents in the game. So yeah, I don't know if the ascension was fully worth it, because of course I did also only buy the decoration upgrade, which it's not even the decoration or cosmetic, whatever, equip. You can't even equip more. It's only the storage you have overall of how much you can have stored in your inventory in the first place, so it's not even that good. It's literally not even what I really wanted, but you know, an upgrade's an upgrade, you could say, even though it was very expensive. Basically 15 trillion cents, although the requirement was only 1 trillion cents, but it does take everything, which is absolutely insane. And I don't even think it gives you any other boost. Like, if there was at least, like, I don't know, a 1% sale boost, like a permanent long-lasting 1% sale boost in this game for, like, ascending, which 1% is pretty low, but maybe like a few more percentages, whatever, for each ascension, that would be nice. But that's not the case. At least it doesn't seem like the case. Alright, this game's annoying even there. I'm not even trying to collect anyone else's stuff. I don't care. Here we go. Giant pine cones. Maybe some of the other stuff like the beanstalks, cacti, cactuses, whatever. I think it's cacti, and then of course grapes. And then of course the game just being annoying, prompting me to collect someone else's stuff. Like, I literally did not ask. That shouldn't even be a feature of this game, but they are trying to probably make people accidentally click and spend Robux, and of course they earn more Robux, or whatever. Okay, 14 million cents in the game. That is decent. Definitely not as much as I had before. And even my 15 trillion cents that I had before, people had like quadrillion and quintillion, I'm sure of it. So I definitely wasn't the best, but I wasn't, of course, the worst. But it's alright. I wasn't even spending a lot of it anyway, because I don't even know if it's possible to spend that much money other than ascending, which I did. Only one ascension, though. I really think it should give you more things, like just, or like both the reward, like the currency, and then buy something from the shop, and like some multiplier of some sort that you sell for a bit more, or your stuff grows faster. I don't know. I honestly don't care, just something more, because that was expensive, I have to admit. 15 trillion cents in the game. I don't even know if I can buy everything I want and anything I want from any shop anymore if it were to show up. Although the only thing is I buy in this game are the fruits, vegetables, flowers, plants themselves. I don't buy any sprinklers or whatever they're called, watering cans, the gear itself, cosmetics, of course. Also, I don't, because the storage is literally full for me in terms of the equipped storage, but not in my inventory, which is crazy because I just upgraded it. So yeah, also I do have an uncommon egg waiting. Let me just put it down. Do I have anything else waiting for me? Like an egg specifically, or a crate? It doesn't seem like... Oh no, okay, of course, an enchanted seed pack. That is pretty decent. So another sun bulb. Alright, whatever. At least it's a decent plant. I'm pretty sure... seed items. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I think it does regrow. I'm pretty sure it's over here that I have already at least one sun bulb, or these are light shoots. No, sun bulb I think is over here of mine. Oh yeah, sun bulb, here it is, of course. Yeah, so it does regrow. I'm sure it's not that expensive, but it seems like an event only plant, so at least it's better than nothing. At least it's probably only for this event, which is very nice. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video right here. Honestly, I'm ready for the event to change in this game. It's so annoying, confusing, and there's just like, I would say, too much stuff to do. Like, in a bad way, honestly. Not in a good way that I get so many rewards like from other events, but in literally a bad way that it's pretty negative and just too much. So hopefully for the next event in this game, they do make it better. Although, I guess I could see maybe effort. I mean, clearly effort did go into making this event and having everything set up, but it's just too much, not only at once, but in general. Like, there's a whole other world. Catching fairies is not the easiest because they don't, like, spawn a lot. There's a specific plant that's required with the mutation to turn it in. Even if it's a basic plant, that doesn't mean I even have it in my garden in the first place. And yeah, of course I also ascended. I don't even know if the ascension was worth it, honestly, especially just for the pet, or not the pet upgrade, the cosmetic upgrade for the, total decorations I can have equipped in my garden, or not equipped even, just in general in my storage, in my inventory. I just wanted an upgrade, to equip more, but apparently not. Also, speaking of pets, let me feed my dog, which I should have H24 with a mangosteen. Let's see, there we go, 940%, very nice. Of course, age up the dog, make it level up so I can then turn it in to upgrade my pet storage, which is actually useful because there I can upgrade how many pets I can have equipped. And it honestly sucks that I only upgraded my cosmetic, but literally total items. So my inventory, not even the placed items, but whatever. I guess I should have read it more, and then maybe I would have bought the fence instead, but it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll ascend many more times in this game if I do get more money. So yeah, garden level 7, pretty decent, I would say. 18 likes, pretty decent. So yes, as I said, I'm going to end this video right here. Bye, subscribe, and leave a like.